Well, here, Grandpa Sam here again, and I'm so excited to show you my new addition to the Tiny House Village layout. I call it the commercial section. I kind of broke my mode where I always wanted to do everything do-it-yourself, building as much as I could myself. But in this section I chose to buy several kits, and we'll take a look at those as we take our tour. The way I got additional space in the room was my wife chose to move her desk out to another room. So I was able to add another 2 by 4 feet to my layout. So without further delay, I hear that the train is just about ready to leave. So let's all get on board and take our tour of the commercial section of the Tiny House Village layout. We'll begin our tour of the commercial section at the National Oil Company's office and the track spur that runs right up to the office. You'll see their loading dock. The loading dock was one of the Walthers kits. It was fairly easy to put together, and you see that there is a car being loaded in there now. As we move just slightly over to the left, there's the light tower, and then we have the shop for the commercial propane company. That was do-it-yourself made. The tanks, piping, and was a Walthers kit, very easily put together and made a good addition to the commercial section. I did add a couple of small tanks. Those were made out of PVC caps, and the walkway and so forth was all out of scrap materials left over from other kits. As we move down past their storage tank, there is a loading platform in the back for the commercial section. And you see it came into view. We have our electrical transmission lines. Those were from a Walthers track kit. I found those quite difficult to put together, but after they once were together, they made a wonderful addition to the set. As we move over, we come to the Memorial Gardens, where people like to sit and just relax. The end of the road is a parking lot which access the pedestrian bridge. The pedestrian bridge is the Bachmann kit, went together very nicely and snapped together, and I added a little glue to make it more permanent. And the bridge moves over to the restaurant. Kind of a strange place for a restaurant, but it's one of the most popular restaurants in town because people enjoy sitting out there and watching the activity of the trains as they come by. In the back a little more, you'll see a transmission lines go across, and there's a substation, and that was also a Walthers kit, very easily put together. The bridge in the background is a Bachmann kit, again quite easily put together, and it lights up when the trains are coming down the line. As we move across, we'll come down to the Hobo Jungle. And they have a nice spot right behind the trains and between the train track and the road. From the Hobo Jungle, you can see from a different view, that's where the area goes up against the business park. And these are the extension of the tracks and turnouts that we had from the business park. We have the construction area there that they're building a building. And over here again, it's just a different angle. You see the transmission towers, you see the substation and the bridge, all kits. It's power company. And then our favorite restaurant. And right behind the restaurant is a loading dock for the commercial section. And then from a different view, you see another little loading area. This is our oil company and the propane company behind that, and the buildings for the oil company and the shop for the propane company were do-it-yourself buildings. I enjoyed putting this section together. I have run out of space again, and I will make a video in the near future, just a little overview of all the areas of the Tiny House Village layout. Well, that pretty well ends the tour of our commercial section of the Tiny House Village layout. I hope that there's something in there that gave you inspiration in your own layout. And probably in a couple weeks, I'll just make an overall view video of the total layout, all 4 sections together, so you get an idea how it all ties together. But remember, in the meantime, keep on railroading. Remember, it's a hobby. Have fun, and let people enjoy your layouts. We'll see you soon.